UAW endorses Kamala Harris for president, ahead of mass rally in Detroit. Trump falsely accuses Harris of deciding to turn black during a combative panel with black journalists. Kamala Harris exclaims, "I've got a secret photo of her on Trump Force One."
Colorado clerk, who became hero to election conspiracists, wanted to preserve data, lawyer says. White dudes for Harris founders blame Elon Musk for X account suspension. Lloyd's of London-backed insurance policies can now be paid for in crypto on Ethereum. Crypto.com surpasses Coinbase in trading volume as institutional demand grows. Terra blockchain halts operations after suspected exploit of Astroport tokens. ASTRO tanks 60%.
The Bahamas dares, again 1.5 years after FTX collapse, brings in new crypto law. UAE-based G42 working with US to meet AI standards, amid China concerns. England's Law Commission proposes new property category for crypto assets. Tethernet's $5 billion profits this year says its U.S. debt holdings surpass Germany's. Ripple to allocate $10 million to tokenized U.S. Treasury bills on XRP ledger. Popular, Simon's Cat, to join Cat Coin fray with issuance on Floki Launchpad.
Large Bitcoin holders added $5.4 billion in BTC in July, data show. Nvidia becoming more volatile than Bitcoin and Ether. Montenegro to extradite Do Kwon to South Korea, rejecting U.S. request.
Zelensky signs law on suspending Ukraine's external debt payments. US and Russia complete biggest prisoner swap in post-Soviet history, freeing Gershkovich and Whelan. Lufthansa Group suspends flights to Tel Aviv, Beirut.
Biggest burger ever, 14 ounces and 1,025 calories, to revive sales. Irma's heir's $13 billion fortune has seemingly vanished after he vowed to award huge chunk to his gardener.
Former Penn State fraternity leaders plead guilty in 2017 obstacle course, hazing death of Timothy Piazza. 14 sex buyers arrested, 10 victims recovered in human trafficking sting at Comic-Con. Reuters reports, Khaled Meshal, who survived Israeli assassination attempt, tipped to be new Hamas leader. Israeli army commanders gave order to blow up Rafah reservoir. IDF suspects breach of international law. Malaysia PM Anwar slams Meta after Facebook removes post on Hamas's Hanier.
American woman found in Indian forest had been chained to tree for 40 days. Las Cruces man found guilty of trafficking heroin leaves courthouse during lunch break. China student reports control freak, parents to police, over spy camera in bedroom. Guinea court sentences former junta leader to 20 years in prison over 2009 stadium massacre. Jakarta court jails former Garuda chief over new graft case. Venezuelan attorney general says protesters use ketchup to simulate blood as NGOs report at least 11 dead, as Venezuelan opposition chief calls to mobilize to collect win.
At 30th round of talks on border dispute, China and India agree to speed up negotiations. Brazil to take custody of Argentine embassy in Venezuela, announced Milei. German president asks Poles for forgiveness on Warsaw Uprising 80th anniversary.
Online brokerage Photo offers crypto trading in Hong Kong with Nvidia, Alibaba stock as reward. Bitcoin miner Riot posts $84 million quarterly loss as post-halving era bites. The Philippines chooses Venom for groundbreaking national blockchain initiative. Accused September 11 plotters agree to plead guilty at Guantanamo Bay. Bangladesh bans Jamaat-e-Islami Party following violent protests that left more than 200 dead. Islamic State in Mozambique more active, sophisticated, UN warns.
Japanese central bank raises interest rates for second time since 2007. Xi Jinping sends rare letter urging Hong Kong entrepreneurs to play major role in China's reform. Researchers say oxygen is being produced on the ocean floor. The mining company funding them isn't happy. Recently, scientists discover dark oxygen on the ocean floor generated, surprisingly by lumps of metal. Typhoon Gami's Hunan toll rises to 30 dead, with 35 missing. Climate change may lead to shifts in vital Pacific Arctic fisheries. Brazilian researchers discover dinosaur fossil after heavy rains in Rio Grande do Sul.
DigiCert to revoke 83,000 plus SSL certificates due to domain validation oversight. Cybercriminals deploy 100K plus malware Android apps to steal OTP codes. Android spyware Mandrake hidden in apps on Google Play since 2022. New Android banking Trojan Bingo mod steals money, wipes devices. Google Chrome adds app-bound encryption to protect cookies from malware. Chinese hackers target Japanese firms with loadinfo and Noopdoor malware. Squid Game to end with Season 3, post-Christmas return set at Netflix. Battlestar Galactica, reboot no longer in the works at Peacock. Carrie Underwood set as Katy Perry's American Idol replacement for Season 23.
EU calls for maximum restraint after Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh's assassination. US, UK, France block UN condemnation of attack on Iran's embassy in Syria. Erdogan calls Israel's actions genocide in phone call with Pope Francis. Russia must be present at next peace summit to end war, Zelensky says. TASS reports that UFC's Barroso puts fighting skills to use training Russian soldiers in special ops zone. Top Russian senator says no way new territories going back to Ukraine, and Volodymyr Zelensky says giving up Ukrainian territories is a very, very difficult question. EU and Ukraine dismiss Hungary oil scare, saying transit is fine. Ukrainian politician says US wants to replace Zelensky with Budanov. US moves tanks and infantry fighting vehicles from Germany to base in Poland.
Israel says it has confirmed that chief of Hamas military wing was killed in a July strike in Gaza. Iran's leader orders attack on Israel for Haniyeh killing, officials say. Reuters reports, Turkey blocks NATO and Israel cooperation over Gaza war, as sources say. that killed Seattle motorcyclist was in full self-driving mode. Police say Ford wants patent for tech allowing cars to surveil and report speeding drivers. More than 50 Chinese brands present on Russian new car market.
Reddit CEO says Microsoft needs to pay to search the site. As Reddit CEO says, blocking Microsoft from AI scraping was a real pain in the ass. Wix launches new generative AI tool for writing full blog posts to improve SEO rankings. AI startup Suno says, music industry suit aims to stifle competition. Construction of US first fourth-generation nuclear reactor Hermes begins. PsiQuantum plans to build the biggest quantum computing facility in the US. California DMV puts 42 million car titles on blockchain to fight fraud. Fully automatic robot dentist performs world's first human procedure. Japanese surgeon says, research on xenotransplantation should be sped up in Japan. Greece bans movement of goats and sheep to combat spread of goat plague. Xiaomi plans to cut down on bloatware, but won't make it easier to disable ads. Logitech's Forever Mouse might require a monthly subscription. iPhone 16 Pro white, gray, and dark black colors shown in new image. Vintage Polaroids used to pitch the Apple One hit the auction block.
Javier Milei's government will monitor social media with AI to predict future crimes. Xi Jinping calls for high-tech smart system to boost China's border defense. San Francisco bans automated software, accused of price-fixing housing rents.
One out of every 15 Americans is a millionaire, UBS says. Undocumented immigrants in U.S. pay nearly $100 billion in taxes. 85% of good jobs in 2031 will require post-secondary education, report finds. 2025 Ford Maverick gets AWD hybrid, bigger screen, and tremor trim. Nissan teases new Patrol, Armada, Murano, and mystery small SUV. Stellantis CEO Tavares says, U.S. plants building too many vehicles that need rework.
Decide if Canada will face further soccer sanctions, IOC says. Recently in drone spying scandal, FIFA strips Canada of 6 points in Olympic women's soccer, bans coaches 1 year. Mongolia's Olympics uniforms praised, China's gendered designs panned. Pan Zhanle of China breaks own world record to win Olympic gold medal in men's 100 meters freestyle.
In the UK, Royal Fleet Auxiliary officers to strike for first time in history. In the US, the Army bet $11 million on the Rock and UFL ginning up enlistments. It may have actually hurt recruiting efforts. Canadian military encounters Chinese research vessel in Arctic, warns competitors are probing infrastructure.
Southport was just the spark. UK hit by unrest as far-right exploits knife attack tragedy. Police unit to be set up to tackle violence across UK. In wake of riots after Southport stabbings, recently, UK rocked by far-right riots fueled by online disinformation about Southport stabbings. And more than 100 arrested in London, as violence flares after Southport stabbings. 1 day ago, 17-year-old boy charged with murder of 3 girls after stabbing at Taylor Swift-themed event in Southport. English Defence League could be prescribed as terror organization, suggests UK Home Office Secretary Rayner. Chuck Schumer unveils bill to axe Supreme Court's Trump immunity ruling. Trump promises lower interest rates, but the president doesn't control those. TASS reports that Trump closes gap on Harris in latest poll. Two are neck and neck, and Washington Times reports that, for first time, Harris leads Trump in 2024 election betting odds, and Kamala Harris pledges to sign border bill that Donald Trump opposed. Nigeria bid to avoid Kenya-style dissent dampens protest turnout, as security forces fire tear gas as anti-government protests break out across Nigeria. At least 16 reported dead as Maduro meets Venezuelan protests with force, and "I will carry you to Gitmo on a donkey," Elon Musk tells Venezuela's Maduro, as they battle it out online. And U.S. arrests a former Green Beret over the failed 2020 raid into Venezuela to remove Maduro. Venezuela's Maduro, opposition each claim presidential victory.
Iran buries senior Hamas official, as Israel braces for revenge, and China firmly opposes, condemns assassination of Hamas leader, announced by spokesperson. U.S. deploys 12 warships in Middle East amid rising tensions, reported by Washington Post, as the U.S. and British warships assemble off the coast, as Israel and Hezbollah crisis mounts. Reportedly, bombs smuggled into Tehran guest house months ago killed Hamas leader.
Harvest not enough, as Quebec eyes bigger bounty. India's import duty cut sparks revival of gold demand, just in time for the wedding season. EU issues UK with list of demands, if it wants better relationship.
Peru returns to global markets with first Eurobond since 2021. Greece's unemployment rate drops to 9.6% and 8%, fall under Mitsotakis' reign. In the UK, first-time buyers spending 40% of pay on mortgages, and Bank of England cuts rates from 16 years high, will be careful on next moves.
Wendy's cuts sales guidance as U.S. diner traffic declines. Shake Shack soars on call for first positive cash since 2017. Weight Watchers to cut jobs, spending as business declines.
Glencore's billionaire former oil head, charged with corruption by UK? Nancy Pelosi loads up on more Nvidia shares, sells part of Microsoft's stake before Q4 earnings. Boeing taps Kelly Ortberg, former Rockwell Collins head, as new CEO.
One more drop in the AI ocean. Black Forest Labs / Flux.1 Dev. Flux.1 Dev is a 12 billion parameter rectified flow transformer capable of generating images from text descriptions. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 9 industrial control systems advisories. DG Cert, a certificate authority (CA) organization, is revoking a subset of transport layer security (TLS) certificates due to a non-compliance issue with domain control verification (DSTV). Apple releases security updates for multiple products. CISA adds one known exploited vulnerability to catalog. CISA adds 3 known exploited vulnerabilities to catalog for ServiceNow improper input validation vulnerability, ServiceNow incomplete list of disallowed inputs vulnerability, and Acronis cyber infrastructure ACI insecure default password vulnerability.
Steam's top wish lists of all products. Global list of games waiting to be played across Steam. From the top wishlist products, 02.August 2024. Black Myth, Wukong, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Frostpunk 2, SDLKR 2, Heart of Cornabill, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ark 2, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2.
Games on Google Play US for 02.August 2024. Minecraft, Kingdom Rush 5, Alliance TD, Geometry Dash, Bloons TD6, Stardew Valley, Slay the Spire. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from 02.August 2024. Minecraft, Among Us, Nintendo Switch Sports, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Stardew Valley, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate, The Last Campfire. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of July 22nd to July 28th, 2024. Weekly top lists of the most watched TV in English. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Dirty Pop, The Boy Band Scam, Limited Series. Too Hot to Handle, Season 6. Simone Biles Rising, Season 1. Vikings, Valhalla, Season 3. Weekly top lists of the most viewed TV, non-English. Master of the House, Season 1. Sweet Home, Season 3. Desperate Lies, Season 1. Elite, Season 8. The Yara Gambarejo Case, Beyond Reasonable Doubt, Limited Series.
From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of July 22nd to July 28th, 2024. Weekly list of the most viewed films, in English. Find Me Falling, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Trolls Band Together, Land of Bad, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. Weekly list of the most viewed films, non-English. Non-negotiable, Blame the Game, Vanished into the Night, Maharaja,
Under Paris.
Savi. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, July 19th to Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Who? Jimin. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish.
Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter.
Please Please Please, Sabrina Carpenter. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Gata Only, Floyd Minor, Chris MJ. Good Luck, Babe, Chapel Roan.
Si antes te hubiera conocido, Karol G. Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. A Bar Song Tipsy, Shebosi.
Top hits on Apple Music the 2nd of August 2024. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. I Had Some Help, feat. Morgan Wallen, Post Malone. A Bar Song, Tipsy, Shabuzi. Lies Lies Lies, Morgan Wallen. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs July 19th to July 25th, 2024. Sai Antes Te Hubiera Conocido, Karol G, Torba Torba, Karen Aujala. Check Check Boom, Stray Kids. Gata Only, Floyd Minor and Chris MJ. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Who, Jimin. Alibi, Savdaliza, Pablo Vittar and Usult. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Rockstar, Lisa. Beautiful Things, Benson Boone.
Crypto, Streaming, Tech and More. Daily News Digest, 02. August 2024.